The air in the kitchen felt suffocating, as if someone had sucked it out, leaving a pressure that pressed against my chest. Ellen stood by the sink, her hands gripping the counter so tightly her knuckles shone white. Her gaze was fixed on a single coffee mug. His mug, the one with the chipped handle that didn't belong to us. Her voice cut through the silence, low and shaking. "You're sleeping in the guest room until you apologize." My heart thundered in my ears. I opened my mouth, but the words stuck like dry leaves in my throat. "Ellen, I began, but her eyes pinned me down like knives. This wasn't about a forgotten chore. The mug glimmered under the harsh fluorescent light, mocking me. I hadn't seen it before last week, when it appeared after one of Ellen's late book club nights. I had brushed it off, telling myself it was nothing, just a friend's quirky habit. But the way Ellen tensed when I asked about it, the way her laughter shattered like glass, it planted a seed of doubt that had grown roots twisting through my gut. I leaned against the fridge, the cold metal seeping through my shirt as my mind raced. Had I missed something? The late nights. Her phone angled just out of sight. The perfume she had worn again, the one from the early days. I wanted to demand answers, to scream, but fear glued me to the linoleum. What if I was wrong? What if I was imagining shadows where there were none? I tried again, softer this time. "Ellen, what am I apologizing for?" My voice cracked, betraying the dread pooling in my chest. She didn't look at me. Instead, she picked up the mug, trembling, and whispered as she set it in the sink, "You know." Those two words hit me like a punch. "I didn't know," she added, or maybe she did and I had been too scared to admit it. The house felt charged with secrets. Every creak in the floor whispered betrayal. I retreated to the guest room, the mattress stiff and unfamiliar. Lavender from a candle Ellen burned hung in the air. Cleanse what? I lay there, staring at the ceiling, replaying every detail of the past months. Her lingering in the driveway, her sudden interest in nights out with friends I didn't know, the way her eyes darted away when I asked about her day, breadcrumbs leading me somewhere I didn't want to go. By morning, the silence between us was oppressive. I found her on the couch, curled up with her phone clutched tightly. "Ellen," I said, my voice raw from a sleepless night, "please talk to me." Her red-rimmed eyes softened for a moment, the woman I married flickering through. "Open mine," she said, then her jaw tightened. "You think I'm the one who needs to explain?" The words hit like sparks on dry kindling. "What do you mean?" I snapped, louder than intended. The room felt smaller as she stood, posture rigid, defiant. "You've been distant, Mark. Checked out. You think I don't notice?" Her words stung, sharp and rehearsed. Was she deflecting, or was I too wrapped up in work to see her slipping away? I wanted to believe this was about us, something we could fix. Then I noticed it, a small heart-shaped keychain on the coffee table with initials that weren't ours. "JT?" I asked, my hand shaking. Ellen's face went pale. Her lips parted, but no sound came. "Ellen," I whispered. "Who is JT?" She turned away, shoulders hunched, and I knew before she spoke. She admitted the texts, the dinners, the moments with someone else while I trusted her. "James?" she finally said, voice breaking. Her coworker. The man she had casually mentioned, whose hand lingered too long on her arm. Rage and grief collided in my chest. I wanted to shout, to destroy, to erase the memory of them together. But I could only stand, the keychain burning in my palm, heavier than my wedding ring. "Why?" I asked. She sobbed, her apologies hollow, rehearsed. "I didn't sleep in the guest room that night. I left, the keychain in my pocket, the mug in the sink. I drove aimlessly, city lights streaking past through tears. Thoughts of confronting James came and went, but the betrayal was hers, not his. Still, a small voice in my head asked if my silence had pushed her away. Hours later, her texts buzzed. "I'm sorry. Please come home. We can fix this." My thumb hovered over the reply button, then I noticed it, a scarf on the passenger seat, soft and blue, scented of cedar and musk. Not mine. Not hers alone. The realization hit hard. The betrayal wasn't just in our home. It was everywhere. I didn't go back. Instead, I drove to the lake where we'd had our first date, where we promised forever under the stars. I held the scarf, then let it slip into the water, watching it sink along with my trust. The stars remained above, but they felt colder now.